Hello, it's July 16th and I'm back in the reading nook in the back garden with another cup of tea, and I'm going to do another unboxing. So I've got a small parcel here, okay, so people might recognise that logo, okay, and that message. So this arrived this morning, so I'm going to unpack it and show you what the contents are. I know what the contents are. Okay, so here we go. Just got the cardboard. Okay, so there we are, and then there's that. Okay, but I will take that away. I'll explain that this book, okay, is something I have edited, so that's why there is a check attached. I do not get sent books with checks attached normally, I can assure you that. So I need a slight knife just to cut through the sellotape. Excuse me whilst I struggle weakly. So having done that, we still pack it. And from that, I remove this, okay, or sorry, this. Okay, this is Folk Magic of the Haven Isles. It is for the Midderlands setting, part of an old school Renaissance campaign setting designed by Glyn Seal at Monkey Blood Design. And the reason that I'm getting a copy and why there's a check attached is that I was the editor on it. So a bit of self-interest here. So yes, there's a couple of bits of extra things here that they probably came with Kickstarter, get back on Kickstarter, very small. So let's have a look inside. So those of you not in the know, the Midlands is a fantasy version of the United Kingdom, essentially inspired by White Dwarf in its early days, and Monty Python and that kind of humour, and kind of in the same vein as Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, but greener, perhaps meaner, and grottier, I have to say. So what have we got inside? Oh, so let's see if we can show you that. So you can just get the light on this, and so that's the artwork. This is a huge step up in terms of the artwork for the Midderlands. It's, I mean, done specifically for this book, and what it does, it basically it's a book of magicians and wizardly types for the Haven Isles. Magic 14 magic user subclasses, 16 magic user backgrounds, 7 tomes or spellbook ideas, 16 magical spells, and oddities of the Haven Isles. So what you've got in here is Fairy Bride of Middergloom. Really clean, neat layout throughout. Green Child, and green plays an awfully big role in the book. So yes, but if you're playing in sort of like anything based, I would suggest sort of like with a degree of folk magic or based on your home country. So obviously it could be the UK, it could be parts of Europe. Then that deals with a lot of folk magic, then this something really kind of works with it for your OSR game in that style. Not just the Midderlands, although there is it's a very specific tie to it. So just more art like for the tomes. This is sort of like the cover of a tome. You know, it begs to be shown to your players as you know, as they take their characters through an adventure and discover that. So yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. So this is like, for example, very British. This the spell level 1 enforce queuing. Forces hostile creatures to form an orderly single-file queue when attacking the character or their designated allies in melee combat. Does not prevent the targets from using ranged attacks. You couldn't have a more British spell than that. Yeah. So yeah, each one of these. So let's take. Masked Dancer. Basically, basically you've got the rules for each of the magic user types, what they wear, some background, and basically some flavour detail and so on. So that honestly, it's not just a case of, oh, I'm just a magic user. You can actually follow a tradition and tie yourself into the background of the Haven Isles even more. Yeah, I just look through this. Don't know. I haven't read through this yet because I just opened it, but I will. Of course, I won't be reviewing it because I did edit it. So yeah, yeah. And oh, and there we go. Let's just look. That's been signed by been written by Richard Marpole, and then there's Glyn Seal as well. So fantastic. And one of the things about this is that basically this was quite a small, quick Kickstarter, and it's a sort of example of what you can do rather than planning out anything over any great length. So yeah, that's Folk Magic of the Haven Isles, which, even though I'm biased, I thoroughly recommend. So thank you for watching another unboxing in the Nook, and hopefully I'll be back again with another packet, with another book or game or something to open and just showcase. Thank you.